Hey guys, welcome to another video. Thank God it's Friday. Stay tuned because That's right, I am Dave Shaves. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you feel so inclined, hit me up on social media at The Dave Shaves. And follow me on the web at thedaveshaves.com. And real quick, before we get started, a quick shout out. Happy birthday to one of my viewers and new friends, Billy Burkett. I hope your day is absolutely fantastic. All right, so today it is Friday. Thank God it is Friday. So today we are doing a TGIF shave. Basically, I just chose whatever products I wanted that I thought would fit for my mood today. And we're just gonna go ahead and shave. And we're gonna talk about Friday, and I got some thoughts and stuff in my mind that I wanna talk about, and we're just gonna chat. Nothing heavy, just gonna chat today. So let's go ahead and just get this party started. Today we are using a 1951 Gillette Tech 3-piece razor with a plastic handle. Loaded in there, I do have a Derby Extra blade. And today we are using some orange menthol soap from Maggard Razor Company. Maggard, whatever, Razor Company. And I've got that sitting here in my Vikings Blade Chairman bowl. We're gonna be lathering that up today with my Tatara Boar's Hair Brush. And we're gonna be finishing up today with Duke Cannon Supply Company Aftershave Balm, ice cold. And finally, we're gonna be splashing on some Assured for Men Aftershave Fresh Scent from the dollar store. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this. We're gonna go ahead and start the lathering up and go from there. I hope everybody is doing well today. It's been kind of a hectic, crazy week this week, so I just wanted to do something a little more laid back, a little more relaxed. No heavy subjects, just fun. Just thought we would shave and we would have some fun. So that's what we're doing. Got a couple conversation topics in mind that I will get to in just a moment. First, let's just go ahead and get this lathered up. And we're good. And it looks like it's building a nice lather already. It's a little on the wet side because there's a lot of water logged in the brush. But I did put a decent amount of soap in there, and there's still some soap down at the bottom, so I'm not really concerned. And it is blowing up nicely as a lather. So that's good. I don't think I've ever actually used this soap. So I guess whether I like it or not, today may end up being a little bit of a soap review as well, just because when I opened up the sample of it that I have, I didn't see any used out of it. I don't recall ever using it. So it's got a nice scent to it. It's definitely orange menthol. I mean, there's not, it is just what it says. And the lather is blowing up nicely. It's got a nice lather build to it. And it's holding together, and it's not dripping everywhere like some other lathers I have. So like even when it overflows the bowl, you can see it's still like sticking there, and it's pretty firm. So that, in my opinion, is the sign of a good lather. When you can build it in a bowl, a small bowl, and it doesn't overtake the bowl. And it does overtake the bowl, but it doesn't drip out. It just sort of stays in peaks like that. So, I mean, look at that. That is a nice lather. So that's good. All right, so let's go ahead and real quickly splash some hot water on my face, and let's get this show started. Anybody have any plans for this weekend? For for either tonight, Friday night, or for Saturday or Sunday? What you got going on? Let me know. I don't think I have anything super exciting planned. So we'll see. I think we're pretty much just playing it by ear. Okay, I actually really like the smell of this thing. This is great. It's a nice orange smell, and you can feel the menthol coming through on your skin. The lather seems to be a bit wet, but that's because of my face. I think I've splashed my face with too much water. Should have dried it a little bit more with the towel. But you can see it does have a nice, even coating. If you can see that, I think you can. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get this party started. I need to get a haircut around my sideburns because it is making, the excess hair there is making it difficult to get a good line on burn. My side burn. But I'll get that figured out. Anyway, let me know what you guys got planned for the weekend, as I was saying. TGIF, as they say. I'm glad it's Friday. Speaking of which, does anybody remember from the 90s, early to mid 90s, actually probably even late 80s through the 90s, there was a programming block of TV on ABC called TGIF. You guys remember that? You guys remember that block? They had a theme song and everything. Does anybody remember that theme song? Put in the comments below. Let me know if you remember what I'm talking about. I remember the theme song. And I'm going to go ahead and embarrass myself by singing it right here, right now, real quick. It's Friday night. The moon is right. Gonna have some fun. Show you how it's done. TGIF. Does anybody remember that? I do. I do. And they had like little segments that were hosted by cast members of certain shows that were on that programming block at the time. And these were famous 90s, late 80s, 90s ABC shows that were on, like Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step, Boy Meets World was on later on as well. And they did like little introductory segments, and they introduced the shows and told a little bit about what the plot point was in the upcoming episode and things like that. It was kind of neat. And it was on Friday night, and it ran from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I remember because when I was really young and I was watching it in the late 80s, that's how I know it did actually start in the late 80s, because I remember watching when I was really young. By really young, I mean, what, 7, 6, 7, 9, between the ages of like 6 and 9. I remember watching it in the late 80s and 90s, early 90s. And I remember it ran until 10 o'clock because that was my bedtime at the time. So I would watch TGIF until 10 o'clock, and then I would go to sleep. I remember that. It ran for a long time, and then they canceled it, and then they brought it back for a while, I believe, as well, later on in the early 2000s or something, I believe. It was a fun little programming block, and it really made, for kids, Friday nights a little bit more fun. I mean, not that kids needed Friday nights to be more fun, but it definitely added to the excitement, especially for kids, like I said, between the ages of 6 and 10, whatever. It was a lot of fun. And it was like all of your favorite shows and all their hit shows, primetime sitcoms, and they ran it from 8 to 10. Let me know in the comments below if you remember any of this. Do you remember the theme song? Do you remember the shows? Do you remember the little segments? I remember all of it. I mean, I have a really good memory, so it doesn't really surprise me that I remember it. But you might not remember it as well as I do, but I'm sure someone out there, I know someone out there remembers this block. Let me know. Put it in the comments below. I like thinking about that every now and then, that time. It's fun nostalgia, as it were. Looking back on my childhood. Not to get heavy, because that's not the point of this, but those that have heard some of my stories, you know that my childhood was very happy times mixed with not happy times. The Friday nights were definitely some of my better times, and I remember watching that block with my mom or my dad, and sometimes both of us. Because despite the troubles my parents had, we did have a lot of fun together. We were a very tight-knit family. Their marriage was very rocky from the beginning. So we had a lot of fun, and that was some of the happiest memories. And then I remember when I wasn't watching that, certain Fridays, my father would take me to the movies. We'd have McDonald's for dinner, and then we would go to the movies. And we would see whatever's out. That started when I was a little bit older, and we did that for a number of years, actually. Once I don't even remember my ages, but late elementary school, middle school, until I reached high school and decided I didn't want to spend time with my father anymore. That was a mistake. I wish I'd get that time back. I lost my dad very young, and I didn't have the luxury of... We slowly started, when I was in my early 20s, we got our relationship back on track, and I really started spending more and more time with him. And we were always very close. We got really close right before he passed away. But Friday nights were our nights. We'd either, like I said, as a family, we would watch TGIF, and then when I got older, my dad and I would go to the movies. I mean, that actually started when I was very young. My father took me to my first rated R movie when I was 2 years old. I saw The Terminator in theaters, if you can believe it. Actually, I might have even just been like a year and a half, but I was a good, well-behaved kid at that point. Didn't last long, but at that point in my life, I was a decent, well-behaved kid, and he took me to see The Terminator in theaters. And I remember bits and pieces of it, believe it or not. I was very young, and they say that kids, but beneath the age of 2 or around 2 don't have memories. I don't have crystal clear memories, but I definitely have some memories. And I do remember that. And I know I'm remembering that, and not just... What am I doing? I got so lost in thought, I'm not even shaving properly. I'm supposed to go against the grain on top. Not that it matters. Seems to be a good shave either way. But I definitely know that I'm remembering it and not remembering him talking about it, because he really didn't talk about it very often, because he didn't really want my mom to know for obvious reasons. But he did. He took me to see the Terminator. I don't remember. It was released in, what, 84, I believe. So depending on when in 84, I must have been just 2 or somewhere between 1.5 years and 2 years old. And he took me to see the Terminator. And I have bits and pieces of that memory. Like I said, it's not vivid. It's not clear. But I do have some memories of it. So that was our Friday nights. I love Friday nights. I love Friday nights for me. I love Friday nights for that reason. Even if I don't even have to go out. I just love Friday nights. So there we go. Not a bad shave. Actually, a great shave. What am I saying? Not a bad shave. And that soap, I totally recommend it. Maggard razors, orange and menthol. Give this a check out. I'm going to need to get a full size of this because it is amazing. It's got a nice menthol scent, and if you like orange at all, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the slickness is great. And the Derby blade works fantastic in this Gillette tech. It's a great combination together. I totally recommend it. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give me some stories down below of Fridays, maybe things you've done with your parents when you were kids on Fridays. Because Fridays, a lot of people did things with their parents. A lot of kids did things. So if you had a close relationship with your parents and you used to do things, fun things like that on Friday nights, let me know. And again, let me know if you remember the TGIF programming block. I remember it vividly. And we're going to go ahead and splash on some Duke Cannon Ice Cold Balm. Ooh, mixed with the menthol from that orange menthol. That's nice. Bit of a burn to it. Oh. Definitely a bit of a burn. Let's go ahead and splash on some cheap ass dollar store aftershave that I pull out every so often. Oh, should have gone with the original scent. The fresh scent is absolutely horrific. I don't know why. I thought the original scent was better. I mean, I thought the fresh scent was better. Apparently not. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you're watching this video and you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, you like all my videos, hit that like button, give me a comment below. If you feel so inclined, hit me up on social media, Instagram, Twitter, @TheDaveShaves. Hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/TheDaveShaves. And if you feel so inclined, give me some support on Patreon, patreon.com/ you guessed it, TheDaveShaves. That said, of course, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep shaving. I'll see you on the next video.